So today we're going to review the Gransfors Bruks. This is the axe, they call this the Large Splitting Axe. This is one of my favorite axes, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. I think probably the greatest thing about this axe is that you can see right here, if you zoom in right here, you can see this says KB right there. And that's the initials of the guy that hand forged this in Sweden. You can go on the Gransfors Bruks website, and it tells you a lot about these, and it also tells you the name of the smith that hand forged this. And I just think that's a really cool personal thing about this, that a guy on the other side of the world handmade this, and it's become part of my axe collection. I'll show you using this in a little bit, but one of the things I really like about this axe is just the size and scale of it. It's a really nice size to use. It's easy to take along with you. If you're going on a trip or doing something like that, you can handle a lot of different sizes with it. So let's go take a look and see how this axe performs. Gransfors Bruks Large Splitting Axe on some different size rounds, and before I do it, I'm just going to sharpen it a little bit. I like to use a little stone like this. When you're using a splitting axe instead of a maul, it's a good idea to have a nice sharp edge. So we're just going to put a little bit of an edge on here before we go. It doesn't really have to be razor sharp, it just really has to have a nice clean edge on it. So that's going to be good. So I made this splitter out of this block out of some old 6x6s and on a tire. Works great. I'll load up some rounds in here and then we'll see how the Gransfors Bruks works. Splitting some ash here. This tree died a little while ago, and it's pretty clear. It's been dead for a little while, so it's maybe a year or two. So far it's gone through on every swing. You can see here it has a nice overstrike protection. That's a really nice feature. That just overstruck. All right, we'll do a couple more of this. Well, we'll go to, these are really old. These died a long time ago. See how it does with these. All right. Yeah, see, that one didn't go through all the way. So this wood's pretty old. One of the things that's important about an axe is to get something you can swing right. You want to make sure your hands are all the way down here. Use your legs, and if you don't have the right size axe, it's a lot harder. So you don't want to swing like this. You want to make sure you got good control of it. So it's having a tough time with these. This tree's probably been dead 5 years. Put a piece of black walnut in here. This tree's also been dead for quite a while. You can tell because it's getting a little spongy around the outside. I've never split this before, so I don't know what this is going to do. So let's see what the Gransfors Bruks Large Splitting Axe can do with this. Doing a really nice job with this. Don't even have to hardly swing. You can see what the heart does. Yeah, it's great. All right, there's a piece of black walnut for you. Okay, so here we are. We've got, we're still working on the Gransfors Bruks Large Splitting Axe. These are some really big silver maple rounds that came down in a storm earlier this year. You can see the middle's kind of rotted out, but the outside's still pretty good. And again, it's not the greatest firewood, but this is what we have, and just kind of want to see what this axe will do with it. So let's give it a try. It's doing a pretty good job splitting that outside part. That wood's still pretty solid.
the inside is really rotten. Let's say this axe is doing a pretty good job with the outer part of this. So there you go. This is the Gransfors Bruks Large Splitting Axe. Did a really good job. The only ones that really had trouble with were the, I don't know how old those are, but those were really old pieces of ash that it just had trouble with. Everything else did a great job. Feels great. The balance is great. The head's a really nice weight. So this is an axe I really like. Really recommend them. Have a great day.